The privilege is over, my husband said, slamming a spreadsheet on the kitchen table. He wanted separate budgets. I agreed. I already knew he'd regret it. On Sunday, as usual, my in-laws came for lunch. But when my mother-in-law walked into the kitchen, she screamed so loud that even the neighbors ran outside. I've been married to Kyle for 6 years. I work full-time as a dental hygienist. He works in sales. We make about the same money. But from the beginning, Kyle treated our money like his money and my money like our money. He'd buy golf clubs, gaming setups, weekend trips with his buddies, all from the joint account. Meanwhile, I covered groceries, the kids' clothes, school supplies, the dog's vet bills, and every household item from toilet paper to dish soap. When I brought it up, he'd say I was being petty. We're married. Stop keeping score. But the score was always in his favor. The separate budget idea came after I bought a $600 stand mixer I'd saved for months. Kyle saw the box and lost it. $600 on a kitchen gadget? You spent $800 on a golf club last month. Golf is networking. That mixer just sits on a counter. 2 days later, he walked in with a spreadsheet. We should do separate finances. You handle your stuff, I handle mine. Bills split 50-50. He was smiling like he'd outsmarted me. I said okay. He blinked. Just like that? Just like that. We split everything the next day. 50-50. He looked so proud of himself. What Kyle didn't realize was how much I'd been carrying. I did all the grocery shopping. Every week, $160 to $200 feeding a family of 4 plus his parents every Sunday. I bought all the kids' stuff. Diapers for the baby, school lunches for our 5-year-old, shoes every 3 months. I paid for cleaning supplies, laundry detergent, birthday gifts for his nieces and nephews. I booked the vet, the dentist, the babysitter. None of that was on his spreadsheet. The first week of separate budgets, I bought groceries for myself and the kids. Normal stuff. But I stopped buying Kyle's protein shakes, his fancy coffee, his lunch meat, his beer. When he opened the fridge and found no beer, he looked at me confused. Did you forget to grab beer? That's your grocery separate budgets. He laughed like I was joking. I wasn't. By Wednesday, he'd spent $40 on takeout because he didn't know what to cook and there was nothing for him in the fridge. Thursday, he realized he was out of deodorant and body wash because I'd always added those to the cart. He drove to the store himself for the first time in maybe 2 years. Then came Sunday. Every Sunday for 6 years, Kyle's parents drove 40 minutes to our house for a big lunch. I'd cook for hours. Roast chicken or brisket, sides, dessert, the whole thing. His mother expected it. His father expected it. Kyle expected it. This was the first Sunday under separate budgets. I woke up early, fed the kids, and took them to the park. Kyle was still sleeping. I didn't cook anything. I didn't set the table. I didn't defrost meat or preheat the oven. I just left. Kyle called me around 11. Hey, my parents are coming in an hour. What's for lunch? I don't know. What are you making? Silence. What do you mean, what am I making? You always cook Sunday lunch. With my money, my groceries, my time. We're separate now, Kyle. Your parents, your budget, your menu. He hung up on me. When I got back with the kids around 1, his parents were already there. I walked in and his mother was standing in the middle of the kitchen with her hand over her mouth. The counters were empty. The stove was cold. The dining table had nothing on it. She turned to me and screamed. What happened? Where is lunch? Is something wrong? Is someone in the hospital? Kyle was standing by the fridge looking like he wanted to disappear. His father sat in the living room chair, arms crossed, staring at Kyle like he'd never seen him before. Kyle, his mother said, voice shaking, you told me everything was fine. You said lunch was handled. I thought he started. You thought I'd what? I said. Cook a meal I'm not eating with groceries I didn't buy for a dinner you didn't plan? We have separate budgets now. That was your idea. His mother turned on him. You don't cook for your family? You don't feed your own parents when they visit? She always does it, Kyle said. Because she always did it? That's your answer? His father stood up. We raised you better than this. Your mother cooked every meal for 30 years and you can't even boil water for your own wife and kids? Kyle tried to redirect. She agreed to this. She's making a point. The point is making itself, I said. His mother didn't stay. She told Kyle she was embarrassed and that she didn't raise a man who couldn't take care of his household. His father didn't say a word to him on the way out, which was worse. That night, Kyle sat at the kitchen table with the spreadsheet in front of him. He'd added up everything I used to handle. The number was almost triple what he thought I spent. The next Sunday, Kyle cooked for his parents himself. It was terrible, but he did it.